Hello everybody, this is Big Body Evan here, and in this video we will be putting every weapon in Halo Infinite in the tier list to see which weapons are the best or worst. For this video, we will not be including melee weapons such as the gravity hammer and the sword. Yeah, the sword. We will also not be including grenades since that would be covered in another video. With that out of the way, let's jump right into it. The first up, we have the most iconic weapon of Halo, the M41 Assault Rifle. This AR comes with 36 bullets per magazine, and the damage output is fine, to say at the least. Even though it takes a lot of shots to kill an opponent, that is a complaint to blame on 343 Industries. If using this gun competitively, I would highly advise not to hipfire with this gun and always zoom in. To start this off, I will be putting this gun in the B tier. For the next weapon, we have our first pulse rifle to be put on the tier list, in the pulse carbine. I don't necessarily know how many rounds the pulse carbine has, but what I do know is it takes 2 bursts to kill an enemy in a multiplayer. This is really beneficial for the pulse carbine because a pulse rifle is better when it requires less bursts to kill an enemy. For this, I am putting the pulse carbine at the A tier. The BR-75 is another pulse rifle that has advantages and disadvantages over the pulse carbine. The BR-75 has advantages to where it can actually count how many rounds you have on the screen, and it has a better zoom than the pulse carbine. But the BR-75 also has its disadvantages, in which it needs 4 to 5 bursts to kill an enemy. This gun goes in the B tier, in which its advantages saved the BR-75 from going into the C tier. Next up, we have an assault rifle, which I would like to call the Commando Rifle. This AR has less rounds than an MA40, but takes less rounds to kill an enemy. Unfortunately, I can't rank it higher to the MA40 due to the notorious recoil problem that the Commando Rifle has. I thought this would be only a problem for PC gamers, but I know people who play Halo Infinite on the console and say that they have the exact same problem with the Commando Rifle. To control this, I would suggest feather fire with the gun to control the recoil. With that said, I am ranking the gun in the B tier. The shock rifle is a pulse rifle that has a strange feature to it. The shock rifle has 12 rounds with a 3-round burst. The strange and unique part is that shooting an enemy damages the other enemies around the enemy you shot. This gun can give you and your squad an advantage to cause problems on the enemy line. For that, I award the shock rifle a ranking of the A tier. The MK50 is a pistol that is inferior to the famous Magnum, in which it is a whole nother topic for another day. But this gun has a 12-round capacity in which requires 7 to 9 shots to kill an enemy in a multiplayer. This makes for a terrible primary, but an amazing alternative to reloading during a firefight. Due to the underwhelming damage output, I'm ranking the MK50 in the B tier. The Mangler is a sawed-off shotgun mixed with a revolver, and I have very mixed feelings about the Mangler. It takes 3 shots to kill an enemy from any range, which could totally defeat the purpose of being a shotgun. This gun can make sweet shoot and melee combo, but it ultimately ends up being our first weapon in the C tier. Okay, let's just get it straight. 343 Industries ruined the glory of the plasma pistol because it became by far the worst gun in Halo Infinite. Immediate F tier.
It's a dog shit.
The Disruptor is slightly better than the plasma pistol, but there's no justification for using a cool looking pistol that has to almost empty out the mag in order to get a kill. This pistol also goes in the F tier.
It's a dog shit.
The Bulldog is a shotgun that has a cool magazine to it. Unlike the Mangler, the Bulldog gives out a true meaning to the shoot and melee combo. I would love to rank the Bulldog higher, but you need to fire 2 shots to kill an enemy at close range. Until the Bulldog is a 1-shot 1-kill gun at a close distance, I have to rank it in the B tier. The Heat Wave is a plasma gun that has rounds that can bounce off of enemies and anything. The gun has a vertical and horizontal mode, in which vertical mode can kill an enemy with 2 shots being the better choice. The Heat Wave is a very unique weapon that is really good in a combat situation. I'm going to rank the Heat Wave in the A tier. The Sentinel Beam is a laser gun that has a quick time to kill depending on the range. I would love to rate this weapon to the S tier, but you waste a lot of ammo on one person while using the Sentinel Beam, which is why it goes in the A tier. In my personal opinion, the Needler has gotten way better in Halo Infinite. The thing that makes this gun so special is that if you keep your crosshair on the target while shooting, the rounds will track the target you are trying to shoot. This feature gives me the urge to make the Needler the first weapon in the S tier. The Stalker Rifle is a sniper rifle that takes 3 shots to kill an enemy at any range. For a sniper rifle, this is really disappointing. For most snipers, you want to do a huge amount of damage at a long distance, and this rifle does only a little more than a third of the health worth of damage. This makes me drag the Stalker Rifle down to the C tier.
It's a dog shit.
The S7 Sniper is the ultimate successor over the Stalker Rifle. This sniper does a one-shot, one-kill to the enemy if shot in the head. For body shots, it doesn't kill the enemy, but it does a huge amount of damage. This gives the teammate who is close to the target a chance to finish the job. Immediate S tier. The Skewer is a gun that launches spikes in one shot at a time. The fact that it does a one-shot, one-kill every time is cool and all, but I don't want to slowly reload this gun after every shot. I have no choice but to place the Skewer in the C tier. The Cinder Shot is a grenade launcher hybrid that takes 2 shots to kill an enemy. If 343 Industries wants to put in a grenade launcher hybrid, why can't they just make the explosion big enough to kill the enemy at closer distance to the explosion? The Cinder Shot is disappointing enough to go in the C tier. The Ravanger is the most disappointing pulse rifle in video game existence. If the Ravanger has the most dog shit range ever, why put it in Halo at all? Immediate F tier.
It's a dog shit.
Here we have another disappointing gun that shouldn't exist, the Hydra. First of all, the fact that you need to shoot 4 times with a 6-round capacity to kill an enemy is just unsightly to watch. On top of that, the reload speed is horrendously slow. If there was another option to put the Hydra at a lower tier than the F tier, I would do such a thing.
It's a dog shit.
The M41 Rocket Launcher is a type of rocket launcher that I will praise for the rest of my life. Not only the fact that you can blow up vehicles and multiple people at once, but I praise it because the thing has 2 rockets and 2 shots in 1 magazine. Put this thing in the S tier. What are your guys' thoughts on the tier list? Comment down below what you would change on my tier list. If you like more content about Halo Infinite, smash the like and the subscribe button for more. That is it for today, everyone, and I'll talk to y'all later.